Hello everyone, you are watching the ultimate Khabar. In the top 5 international news today, we have Israel intensifies bombardment of Rafah, a grim toll. In a tragic escalation, Israel has intensified its relentless bombardment of Rafah, a city in southern Gaza. Reports from residents on the ground indicate that over a dozen members of a single family lost their lives in the strike.
Meanwhile, in Jerusalem, Israel War Cabinet member Benny Gantz has cautiously expressed, promising early signs of progress regarding a new deal. This deal aims to secure the release of hostages currently held by Hamas militants in Gaza. Diplomatic efforts led by the United States, Egypt, and Qatar are underway to negotiate a temporary pause in the ongoing conflict.
Secondly, we have leaked files show Chinese agency involved in hacking efforts in India. In a shocking development, leaked documents have exposed a Chinese state-linked hacking group targeting government and business across the globe. This is according to a report published by Washington Post on Wednesday.
Imagine this: sensitive data, confidential communications, all vulnerable to cyber attacks. That's the alarming reality facing at least 20 countries, including India, Thailand, UK, and even Hong Kong, after leaked files reveal the operation of a Chinese hacking group. The report claims over 570 files, including chat logs and images, were leaked from a Shanghai-based firm called ISU, known for providing hacking and data gathering services to Chinese government entities.
Maldives visit of Chinese survey ship could trigger Indian Ocean security concerns. Tension rise in Indian Ocean as a Chinese research ship is set to dock in the Maldives, sparking security concerns for India and other regional players.
This isn't your typical research vessel. While China insists the ship's mission is purely scientific, its arrival comes just months after another similar vessel triggered alarm bells in New Delhi. Expert warns that data collected by these research ships could be used for military purposes, potentially giving China an edge in the strategically crucial Indian Ocean. India, already wary of China's growth influencing in the region, views this visit with suspicion.
Iran supplies missiles to Russia, raising global concerns. Iran has reportedly supplied hundreds of ballistic missiles to Russia, significantly escalating tensions and deepening the military alliance between the two US-sanctioned nations.
According to Reuters sources, this deal involved around 400 missiles, including powerful Zulfagar, capable of striking targets hundreds of kilometers away. This move raises serious concern about the potential impact on regional security and the ongoing war in Ukraine. Both Iran and Russia have declined to comment publicly, but sources claim shipment began in January following secret meetings between officials. It's unclear how these missiles will be used, but many fears they could escalate the conflict in Ukraine or fuel instability in other parts of the world.
Justice denied. US cop avoid charges in Indian student death case. Outrage and disappointment tonight as a US police officer involved in the tragic death of an Indian student walks out free in US.
Jannavi Kandola, a bright young student studying in Seattle, was crossing the street when she was struck and killed by a police vehicle driven by Officer Kevin Dave. Officer Kevin Dave was responding to an emergency call at the time, but investigators say he was speeding at over 120 km/h. Despite public outcry and calls for accountability, the King Country Prosecutor's Office announced today that Officer Dave will not face any criminal charges due to lack of sufficient evidence. This decision was ignited a wave of anger and grief, leaving Jannavi's family and loved ones without justice.
Bureau Report, The Ultimate Khabar.